Hello students, today we are going to continue with our lesson number 1, Matter in our Surroundings. In the previous presentation, we have discussed about what is chemistry, what is matter. Then we have also discussed about the properties of matter. The 3 properties were there. Matter particles have space between them. The particles of matter are continuously moving, and the third one, there exists force of attraction between the particles. Related to these characteristics, we have to discuss certain activities. Let's start up with today's presentation with this activity. Now this activity shows that particles of matter are continuously moving. What will happen if you lit the incense stick in one corner of the room? Can you get the fragrance in another corner? Yes, you will get the fragrance of incense stick in another corner of the same room. Why? Because when the incense stick was lighted, the temperature has increased there. With the increase in temperature, the particles of incense stick started moving with a higher kinetic energy, and they undergo the process of diffusion. So by this activity, it is also proved that with the increase in temperature, the kinetic energy of the particle also increases. Let us discuss one more activity. These activities are from your book only. See this one. Here what has been done, you are supposed to take some amount of ink, put a drop of ink in glass of water and keep it undisturbed for some time. You will see the ink spreads evenly in the glass. How? Again, it is through the process of diffusion. If we see the particles, these round one are the particles of water, and they have got spaces between them. These spaces are filled up by the particles of the ink. This intermixing of 2 or more different type of matter on their own is called diffusion. Diffusion increases with increase in temperature, increases with increase in pressure, but decreases with increase in density. Now, next activity, to show that particles of matter attract each other. You have 3 things: rubber band, chalk and iron nail. You have to break them either by hammering, cutting or stretching. You would require maximum force to break iron nail, then rubber band, and least force is required to break chalk. Why? Because force of attraction between the particles of chalk is minimum, intermediate in rubber band and maximum in iron nail. So matter that require greater strength are held together with great force, while others are held together by weak force. Okay. So after these activities, I would like you to go through textbook question which are given on page number 3. If you have not downloaded the PDF of the book, the questions are here. Try to do these questions by your own, and we will discuss them in the virtual class. Please try to do them on your own. Okay. Now, today we will start with states of matter. You already know there are 3 states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. 2 more are there, which I'll be telling you later. Once we finish up with all this, then I'll tell you 2 more states of matter are there. Okay, solid, liquid and gas. So let's consider each one of them. Let's start with solid. Solids, as you all know, they have got a definite shape, they have got fixed volume. The space is minimum. In case of space, you'll be writing voids. The force of attraction is maximum. Movement of particle is minimum. Why? Because the particles are held together very closely. So there is no space for their movement They are least compressible and rate of diffusion is least. Why rate of diffusion is least in solids? Because the density of solids is more as compared to gases and liquids. Now let's continue with the liquid. Liquid have no definite shape but have fixed volume. The space between the particles or voids is intermediate. The force of attraction is also intermediate. Movement is intermediate. They are less compressible and rate of diffusion is more than solids and less than gases. For gases, no definite shape and no fixed volume. Have maximum number of voids. Force of attraction minimum. Movement of particles is maximum. Why? Because the molecules, the particles are having too much of space between them. Therefore, movement of particles is maximum. They are almost compressible. Most compressible are gases and rate of diffusion is also maximum because the density is least. So these are to be learned by you all and try to make a comparative chart like this. Whenever you will be asked to write the difference between solid, liquid and gas, you have to write like this. You will make one column of property, then solid, liquid and gas. Try to learn these differences. If you find any difficulty in presentation 1 or in presentation 2, please write that question, write that point. We will discuss in the virtual class today. I hope you all have understood this segment. Thank you so much.